All right, so today we're gonna be doing a delicious pot of soup. It is Sunday, and you probably wouldn't see this video until Monday, but of course, today is a soup kind of day. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring you guys my way or my recipe for making a delicious red pea soup. And typically in the Caribbean, soup is served on Sundays or sometimes Saturdays. So let's just go ahead and jump into today's video. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and do a quick run through of some of the ingredients that we're going to be using today. Now I'm going to have pork in this dish. You don't have to use pork if you don't eat pork. You could just do it with beef. You can also do it with chicken. So for starters, I have my red peas here that I've been soaking overnight with some garlic, pigtail. I have some beef and pork that I've cubed up over here. Here I have some sweet potatoes, carrots that I diced up, yam and cassava, dasheen, and some plantains that were all cubed up together. Alright guys, so here's some of the seasonings that I'm going to be using. Cock soup, spicy chicken soup, and the regular cock soup. So I'm using 2 chocho, garlic and onion powder. I'm going to be using 1 can of coconut milk, some Maggi cube, all-purpose seasoning, and complete seasoning. Now for this recipe, you want to use the biggest pot that you have. Based off of my ingredients today, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be ending up with 2 pots of soup, but we'll see. So you first want to take your red pea soup, your red peas, and you're going to go ahead and add it to your pot of boiling water. And at the same time, I'm going to go ahead and have you add the pigtails to that along with your pork and your beef. As you can see, this is already coming to the top, so I'm going to end up putting this in another pot. What I went ahead and did is take off some of the water because it's definitely too much at this point for my pot, but I'm going to save the water and keep it on the side. And to that, I've added allspice, thyme, and scotch bonnet. All right, so what you want to do is go ahead and skim off most of the fat that you see that floats up to the top. I've already done that. I'm just gonna go ahead to that and add 1 heaping pot spoon. I was gonna say tablespoon, but that's not a tablespoon of green seasoning to it and mix it in. Alright, after about 45 minutes of boiling the peas and the pigtail and the beef, I added my root vegetables into the pot. And of course, like I told you guys, I had to go ahead and pour some into another pot because after adding the vegetables, it was way too much. So while that is bubbling, I'm just going to go ahead and cut up my chocha. And you want to just thinly slice it up to add this here to your soup. And now we're going to just go ahead and add it to the soup and season everything. Alright, so I went ahead and added some of the sliced chocha to 1 pot, and I'm going to go ahead and add it to the other pot too because of course, as I mentioned, we had to go ahead and split this pot into 2. So I'm going to be calling one of my good girlfriends to pick up this because me and my 2 kiddos, we can't finish 2 pots of soup. I don't care how delicious it is. That ain't gonna happen. So to that, you want to go ahead and add your carrots because I like to add my carrots coming closer to the end because I don't like my carrots to be all the way mush. I still like my carrots to have a little bit of texture to it. Remember that water that I saved in the beginning? I went ahead and I added into here some of that water because I do not like to add plain water once I have all my ingredients in. I just like to keep some of the soup water on the side and go ahead and add it to it. Then you want to go ahead and season your soup. I'm going to use 1 pack of the spicy soup and 1 pack of the other soup for each pot. And then I'll add some of my onion powder, garlic powder, allspice, complete seasoning, and any other seasons that you want to add to your soup. Keep in mind that you want to go ahead and taste it as you go to make sure that it is well seasoned. As you can see, that packed soup, what you want to do, guys, don't make the same mistake I did. Typically I don't ever have to do that, but clearly that one fell out in a chunk. So you want to just crush up the packet before adding your soup so that way you don't get chunks of soup or chunks of the seasoning. Either which ways, go ahead and add your cup of coconut milk to it and stir and taste. Now, once you taste it, if you want to add some more, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more of my complete seasoning and some more onion powder and garlic powder to it just to bring it to the taste that I like. You guys, again, just taste and go as you please. See where it's at. Adjust to your liking. Now at this point your soup is almost ready. It is not fully ready yet. You're gonna leave it to bubble some more while we go ahead and make some dumplings for the soup, or as Jamaicans call it, spinners. Now at this point, guys, it looks delicious, and after sampling it, it tastes absolutely phenomenal. So as you can see, I have two huge pots of soup. G's and peas. Anywho, let's go ahead and make some dumplings or spinners for this, and it's pretty simple. It's basically just flour, a little bit of salt. I like to add a little bit of sugar to mine and some water. You don't have to add sugar. I know a lot of people don't add sugar, they just do flour and water. It's all up to you. Now, in my country of Guyana, where we make our dumplings, we add baking powder to it because it's a lot fluffier and it's like a cloud. That's not how they do it when they make red pea soup. So we're going to do it the traditional way. So you just go ahead and add your water to your flour, and you want to mix your dough thoroughly and just work your dough, get all the gluten going in the flour, and then make your spinners from there. So once your dough come together, you're just going to go ahead and take a little piece and roll it between your hands to the size of your liking, hence why it's called spinners. And as you do that, what you just want to do is just go ahead and just drop it in your pot. Once that is done, guys, you cover the pot back again, let it bubble some more, and let's go ahead and share it out. All right, after a good long hour or so in the kitchen, you have a well worth it delicious pot of red pea soup. When I tell you guys, this is good for cold nights, non-cold nights, cold itself if you have a little cold or sniffles. It's just simple on Sunday. I'm used to eating soup in Guyana on a Sunday. So I hope you guys liked today's video. I hope you leave me a comment in the description box below. And until next time, be safe.